Good morning, fellow Liverpool fans. Looking for your daily fix of all things LFC? You found it. Here at Liver Live, we're dedicated to delivering the latest news, rumors, and insights on the Reds, day in and day out. Don't be the last to know. Smash that subscribe button. You'll never walk alone. Let's dive into the latest updates in today's video. Konate in advanced talks to leave Liverpool for Real Madrid. The Premier League champions enjoyed a summer transfer window to treasure, bringing in Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak for club record amounts, and also signing the likes of Jeremie Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and Hugo Ekitike, among others. That said, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Luis Diaz were among the Liverpool players to move on, and there are also doubts surrounding the futures of some other current stars. One of them is Ibrahima, with the 26-year-old continually linked with a move to Real Madrid in the near future, and he discussed his future during the summer, playing down an exit, but also not exactly committing himself to the Reds. According to Marca journalist Jose Felix Diaz on YouTube, Liverpool centre-back Konate is now in very advanced talks to join Madrid in 2026. The Frenchman is out of contract at the end of this season, and he is yet to commit his future to the Reds by signing a new long-term deal at the club. This is clearly a worrying situation for Liverpool, with the lure of Madrid great for any player, and Kylian Mbappe could be doing his utmost to persuade his international colleague to join him at the club, as well as Alexander-Arnold. Konate may have made a patchy start to the season for the Reds, admittedly performing well in the 1-0 win over Arsenal, but he is a key man who remains a great foil for Virgil van Dijk, being hailed by Micah Richards in the past. Granted, Konate isn't irreplaceable, and he is guilty of having lapses in form from time to time, but keeping hold of him makes far more sense than selling him. In fairness to the France international, he deserves to be earning more than his current £70,000 a week wages, and if Liverpool aren't offering him what he wants, there is an inevitability about what will happen next. Why Liverpool player lost his head with Arsenal's signing last night, yelled in his face. Liverpool's Alexis Allister had a tense exchange with Arsenal's Piero Hincapié in Ecuador's 1-0 win over Argentina in the World Cup qualifiers on Tuesday local time. That's according to TN, and they report the Liverpool star yelled at the centre-back, who joined Arsenal on loan with an obligation to buy from Bayer Leverkusen on deadline day. Prior to the tie, Argentina manager Lionel Scaloni had explained the 26-year-old wasn't fully fit, and despite this, the midfielder played the full 90 minutes against Ecuador. Argentina were down at 10 men as Benfica's Nicolas Otamendi was sent off after half an hour, and Internacional striker Iner Valencia scored the only goal of the game before the break. Towards the end of the tie, the Arsenal summer signing tackled Real Madrid's Franco Mastantuono inside the box after the ball had gone out of play. TN say Hincapié displayed his toughness on the field against Argentina. Allister, angered by this, immediately rushed towards the 23-year-old defender and yelled in his face, at a time when the World Cup winners were looking to avoid a defeat. The pair exchanged words, and TN say it didn't escalate, and it all ended with just the usual anger that can occur on the field during a match. Liverpool looking at Aaron Baumann. According to Team Talk, the Reds are one of a number of clubs keeping close tabs on Ajax's academy star, Aaron Baumann. The 18-year-old is said to be another star coming out of their renowned youth setup, with the Dutchman making his debut in a 2-0 win for them in the league at the start of this season. The report states that Chelsea, Manchester United, Barcelona, and Manchester City are all also circling, with the defender seen as someone destined for stardom. Although it might not be a pressing matter right now to build for the future, it will almost certainly be in less than 12 months' time. Next summer, Ibrahima Konate is very likely to depart for Real Madrid as things stand, while Joe Gomez could also finally depart after 2 seasons of coming close. That leaves just Leoni and Van Dijk as recognized first-team options, something far from ideal given that the latter will be a 35-year-old with just 1 year left on his Anfield contract. Not only does this prove that Guehi is needed, but perhaps even another younger defender too, making someone like Baumann a good option. If the Reds are not careful, this crisis at the back could become a big problem. So many contingency plans are going to be needed just in case. Chelsea have already made Marc Guéhi's January decision. Guéhi, who left Chelsea for Palace in 2021, has entered the final year of his contract at Selhurst Park. It means that the Eagles could be forced to sell him on the cheap in January to avoid losing the center-back on a free transfer at the end of the season. In the previous transfer window, Chelsea thought about re-signing Guéhi from Palace. In the end, though, the Blues did not make a bid for the 25-year-old. Based on reports, it is also unlikely that Chelsea make an offer for Guéhi when the market reopens in January. According to Team Talk, Chelsea have decided that the England international will not be a top target in the winter transfer window. The same outlet claims that Enzo Maresca still has concerns about his central defense, which follows Levi Colwill's ACL injury, but does not look like the Club World Cup winners view Guéhi as the solution. Colwill is not Maresca's only injury problem right now. Chelsea will also be without Dario Esugo after he picked up an injury while on international duty with Portugal's under-21 side. While Chelsea may not be keen on signing Guéhi, they still appear to be open to bringing in a new center-half next year. The same Team Talk report says the Blues adding another center-back to their squad when the transfer window reopens is not being ruled out. Liverpool joined Arsenal to sign Angelo Stiller. Team Talk claim that Liverpool are interested in Arsenal target Stiller and are seriously tracking the midfielder before making a potential swoop. The Reds could make a move for him in January, but a summer move is most likely. The 24-year-old has a £35 million release clause in his current contract, and it will become active next year. However, Stuttgart can buy it by paying a small fee, and if they decide to do that, it will complicate negotiations for Liverpool. Apart from Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Manchester United are also in this race. However, the Gunners and the Merseyside club are currently leading the chase. Moreover, Real Madrid are in this race as well, but they haven't made any concrete approach yet. Arsenal have reinforced the midfield department by signing Zubamendi and Christian Norgard this summer. So, it would be a surprise if they still opt to sign the German next year. On the other hand, Man United are reportedly planning to reinforce the midfield department next year, having revamped the front line and bolstered the goalkeeping department this summer. Stiller is a technically gifted deep-lying playmaker and has showcased his qualities in the Bundesliga in recent years. Following that, he has placed himself in Julian Nagelsmann's Germany national team. He is still young and isn't a finished article yet. Therefore, Stiller could be a shrewd acquisition for Arsenal, Man United, or Liverpool should any of those clubs eventually manage to secure his service in January or next summer. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you find my updates useful. Bye-bye, and see you in the next video.